How do you measure top of mind, and what's the fastest and easiest way to do it? In this video, I'll share exactly how you can just by asking your clients one simple question. And if you stick around, I'll give you the world's simplest survey to help you start doing this today. Hi, I'm Justin Kraut, and I created this brand to help you grow yours. I share simple, practical, and effective ways to build your brand like the pros, simply by sharing what I've learned from years as a marketer in the corporate world. If you're in real estate, if you're an entrepreneur, or you're a small business owner, you know the value of gaining top of mind. And you do this by going above and beyond just the basics of a transaction, delivering an experience for your clients that they remember so that they remember you, and transforming your best clients into influencers and ambassadors that keep you top of mind and to become your best salespeople. We all know that a great business is made up of great products or services, great clients, great experiences you create for them, and great service you provide along the way, before, during, and after that transaction or sale. And what's the best way to measure success and top of mind? Simply ask your clients. Getting better at anything requires that we find fast and easy ways to measure results, make improvements, and track how we're doing. But when it comes to getting feedback from clients, nobody likes a survey. And if you're anything like me, if I see a scene like this happening on the sidewalk in front of me, with somebody holding one of these things waiting for me, I'm usually doing this. Nobody's got time for that. But what if you could ask your clients one simple question? One question that could help you measure top of mind and help you build your brand like the pros. Years ago, I was working with my boss, Derek, who is one of the smartest, most driven, and creative guys I know. One day, Derek told me about a new business concept called Net Promoter Score, and as was often the case, I had no idea what he was talking about. So I had to quickly get up to speed on it so we could talk about it and figure out how we might use it. And this is the secret to measuring top of mind quickly and easily. So I'm gonna save you a lot of time, and I'm gonna explain the history, background, and definition of Net Promoter Score to you in just 2 minutes, okay? Here we go. Meet Fred, super smart guy, 2 degrees from Harvard, and works at a super smart consulting firm called Bain. Meet Andy. His dad founded Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and Andy worked his way up to be CEO himself. And Enterprise has this amazingly strong history of actually listening to their customers and their employees to make really smart decisions. Fred and Andy attend this forum with a bunch of other rock star CEOs, and Andy takes the mic and tells all of them that he and his crew at Enterprise found this simple way to track and improve customer loyalty with clients by asking only 2 survey questions. One about the quality of their service, and the other about whether they'd use Enterprise again. Everybody was shocked. You can't do that with 2 questions. Surveys are supposed to be long and complicated, just like God intended. And Andy's like, trust me, it works. Focus on your most enthusiastic clients that recommend you. Everybody got it, including Fred, who loved it. Fred thought, Andy rocks. Can I get this down to 1 question? So after the meeting, Fred runs back to the Bain laboratories and starts figuring it out, going through all these studies, data, and calculations to see if there really is one question that all of us could use and that would work in lots of industries with big and small companies. And 2 years later, he figured it out. So here's the actual 1 question Fred developed. On a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend your brand to a friend, family member, or colleague, with 0 being not at all likely and 10 being extremely likely? Then Fred said, by looking at how people answer this question, we divide them into 3 groups. People that score 9 or 10 are your rock star clients. They promote you. These promoters love you and your brand and will always recommend you. On the other end, people that score 0 to 6 are the haters. Clients that are not happy with you, and they might tell people not to use your brand and detract people from it. They are detractors. Then there's those people, we all know them. They just don't get too excited about anything, and he calls them passives. They're just like, meh. Fred creates these 3 groups. Remember, Andy said focus on the most enthusiastic clients. So Fred creates a promoter score, which is the percentage of clients that give you a 9 or a 10 and that love your brand. So what if 40% of your clients give you a 9 or 10? Is that a good score? Maybe. But what if 50% of your clients are detractors? Then no, that's not good, because there'd be more of them than your promoters. But what if the detractors were only like 10%? Well, then that would be good, because you'd have more promoters. So he created Net Promoter Score, and it's just the difference between the percent of promoters that love you and the detractors that hate you. Promoters minus detractors. Really easy math. -10 wasn't good, but 30 is actually good. And if that number is 0 or below, that's not good. If that number is above, that's good. And up to something like 80 or more gets you to world class. So that's Net Promoter Score, and 1 question and 1 score we can use to measure top of mind. Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Andy. Got it? Okay, so just a few things. First, what got Fred so excited was that Andy helped him discover that we don't need long, drawn-out surveys that our clients hate and that overwhelm us with data. There really is just 1 question we can use to measure the top of mind we have with our clients. And the details are important. This isn't a yes or no question asking someone if they would recommend you or your brand. This is on a scale from 0 to 10. And Fred did all the research to prove this works really well. This information is powerful, but only if you measure it exactly like this. And although it's a great way to track top of mind, we still need a bit more information. Let's say I asked you the question for my brand. On a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend Corporate Marketing Guide to a friend, family member, or colleague? And you said 6, and that's all I asked. I'd need more information, right? I need to know why you gave me that 6 so I can get better, or if you gave me a 9 or a 10, I can keep doing what's making my brand great. So that's exactly the next question. Why? Really simple. And let's say you said, Justin, your videos are really boring. Okay, that would be helpful, and I try to make them less boring, but I still need a little bit more. So here's one more question that I think is fantastic at clarifying why and giving you great feedback. And that third question is, what would move you closer to a 10? In other words, I'm trying to find out what's the biggest improvement that I could make that would move you closer to becoming a promoter of my brand. And let's say you said, include your dog Buddy in more of your videos. Now that's actionable. I got your rating, I learned why you rated me that way, and I got some clear feedback on what I can do to improve and make you more of a possible promoter. In just 3 questions, we can learn so much about how top of mind our brands are with clients. And if we get lots of scores that aren't close to recommending us, we've got work to do. So here's my homework for you. Please take these 3 questions, I'll leave them on the screen right now, put them into a simple survey with your brand or company info on it, and give it to all your current clients. Find out what your Net Promoter Score is right now, and learn what you need to do to improve it. Be ready though, your baby may be ugly. Or in other words, there may be some things about your business or your brand that need to be addressed, and you probably know what some of those things are. Make those tough improvements. Continue to track your Net Promoter Score with new clients and always ask for feedback. Building your brand and building your business is about always making progress and always getting better. So if this video helped you get better, please hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Good job, bud.